Good afternoon, everyone. And Ethica Insurance Broking welcomes you for the today's webinar on Mastering Millets, a virtual workshop for Nutrition Delights. So my name is Ektasha and I'm here, your host, and we are thrilled to have you join us for this exciting and informative session. So today we will embark on a culinary adventures where you will learn about the diverse world of millets, their cooking techniques, and their numerous health benefits they offer. So whether you are a seasoned cook or you just started out, this workshop has something for everyone. We have today two wonderful experts joining us today. Firstly, we have Vartika Mehta, an integrated nutritional health coach, dietitian, and a yoga trainer. So Vartika will share her invaluable knowledge on nutritional aspect and health benefits of incorporating millets into our diets. Joining her is Chef Krupa Mehta, a passionate culinary expert known for her innovative and delicious creation. Chef Krupa will be sharing expert tips on soaking and cooking methods to bring out the best in millets. So we hope this session will inspire you and explore and enjoy the nutritious world of millets in your everyday cooking. So if you have any questions or you want to interact with our experts throughout the session, you can drop the questions under the chat section and we will be the expert will be they will be answering it. So once again, thank you for everyone to join for this wonderful session. Let's get started and dive into the world of millets. Over to you, Vartika.
Thank you so much, Ekta. Good morning, everyone. Oh, okay, actually, sorry. Good afternoon. I always say good morning because, I don't believe in afternoon. I don't believe in evening. There is always morning. And that's the reason I always address people as good morning. So good morning, everyone. So today we are going to discuss in depth about millets and why millets have gained, suddenly they have gained a lot of importance in our economy. In fact, in 2023, in the WHO summit, it has been said that we are going to celebrate International Year of Millets. And why so? Why suddenly millets are becoming an integral part of our routine, an integral part of our diet, and everywhere it has been spoken about, everywhere we see a lot of discussion about it. See, first and foremost, very important thing that in India, small millets are traditional crops. They have been growing in India since very, very long time. And people of when there was no green revolution, in around 60 to 70 years back, green revolution was introduced and a better quality of grain was introduced to the industry. Now that better quality of grain was nothing but wheat. See, earlier we had a different kind of wheat which was not so widely utilized and which was not so widely eaten by all of us. But because green revolution was it happened, and they kind of created a cereal which was a hybrid kind of a variety, which was not getting spoiled. So that is the reason why green revolution was a hit, because at that time the goals of the entire world was different. That time's world was flooded with famines and floods, and all these natural calamities were existing in huge number, and because of which there was a lot of hunger across the globe. And that is the reason why green revolution was introduced. A better quality of seed was introduced in terms of it would not get spoiled, it would need less water. It was a hybrid variety, so all these little insects, and they couldn't attack the crop, because the problem was also at that time that those crops were getting attacked by insects and weeds and all of that, and the entire crop was getting spoiled. And that is the reason why it was introduced, so that farmers can also be happy. At the same time, we can introduce food to everyone. The primary objective was to introduce food to the entire world. Okay, that was the entire objective: zero hunger, to beat zero hunger. And that was one of the SDG goals which they thought that they will meet till 2030. SDG goals were Sustainable Development Goals set up by United Nations. Now, since we have met zero hunger, now the problem is that the wheat is in abundance, and that is the reason why, because wheat was in abundance. Now, what the policy makers did, not just in India, all across the globe, they started making it cheaper. It's simply demand and supply policy, right? And because it was cheaper, people started buying it more. Now, because of which, what happened is these traditional crops of our country, also the consumption lowered up. And because the consumption lowered up, of course the production was also going down, because nobody was eating at the end of the day, and farmers switched from producing millets to producing wheat. And that's the reason why, and India was an agricultural country, and most of the economies, Americas, are also agricultural based countries. So that is the reason why wheat took so much popularity. Now the problem with wheat is, yes, it can definitely fill our stomach, make us feel full, and it was cheap at that time. The production was mass, and that's the reason why it was very, very cheap when it I mean, it was cost effective. So what happened is that because we have been eating, we otherwise we have never been eating wheat, but because now wheat was eaten, millets were not consumed by us. And the problem with wheat now is when we do run a lot of DNA test with people. We we do gene analysis, because these days a lot of diseases are coming which are unexplained. A lot of people are just suffering from bloating. Suddenly we see people with non-alcoholic liver disease. Suddenly there is liver failure or kidney failure. A lot of sudden things are happening. अगर ये सब नहीं है, if this is not there also, what we are seeing is that a lot of people are having gut issues, stomach issues. They are not able to digest the food in spite of eating the cleanest food. Okay, they are still feeling very bloated. They are feeling heavy. Now, another problem that I have been seen in people is irritable bowel syndrome. Okay, and there is inflammation in their intestine, and there is gas and acidity for no reason. Then again, as and when we progress with the disease, we also see that people are suffering from diseases like diabetes. Okay, in spite of having a good lifestyle, they're still suffering from diabetes. We see people suffering from PCOD, infertility. And most of the aged population, the geriatric population, is going through osteoporosis. Now, how do we explain that? Because if we talk about genetics, in olden days, it was not existing. So there is something that is happening with our diet. Okay, movement is there, people are doing their things, and these things are happening, these diseases are happening with every person. In every family, we see one or other person suffering from these diseases. So the reason, what we have figured out through DNA analysis, which is an evidence-based practice, a sample is taken, and after taking the sample, people find out that they are severely gluten intolerant, because genetically we cannot digest gluten, though we have been eating it since childhood. But this is how our body reacts. Whatever, in Ayurveda it is also said that if a food is consumed for a longer duration, your body gets used to it. But since your genes are not supporting it, what will happen is your body will start reacting after particular time, after particular age. Okay, and that is the reason why now again, we as nutritionists, I think it's our duty to help people understand. And chef like Rupa are helping people create recipe and find out things again in a modern way. We are not trying to stick to the same roti, the same rice philosophy. We are trying to give variety, because we are now used to having different kind of food. And so today we are going to discuss 3 recipes which Krupa is going to demonstrate. But before we begin, let me tell you a little bit about millets. Okay, now there are 2 types of grains which are confused by us when we talk about millets. There are bigger grains like bajra, like ragi, jawar. These are not actually millets. These are big grains. They are bigger millets. Millets means small, milli. laghu. Okay, laghu dhanya is what it is called in Hindi, and mili means small. So there are 5 types of small millets. Okay, one is called foxtail, which is kangani. We are going to do one recipe with that. Then there is brown top, murat. Then there is Banyard millet, which is Sama. Kodo millet, again, we are going to do one recipe with Kodo as well. And Kutki, which is little millet. So we are going to do some 3 recipes. One we are going to do with Jawar, which is a larger millet, which is again confused, but again, it is a neutral millet. It is not going to cause harm. But remember, when we are talking about small millets, when we are talking about Laghu Dhanya, these millets have medicinal properties. And as we go dive deeper into this workshop, we'll discuss a little bit about these millets as well. So let's first start without wasting any more time. Let's start. Krupa is here with us, and she is going to start with first recipe. Krupa, good morning. So what recipe
Hi,
are we
good
going to
morning, good
start?
afternoon.
Good
So
afternoon.
today first
What?
recipe we are doing the foxtail millet.
Foxtail millet. All right, ठीक है. So
The
let me just
fried
begin.
rice from the foxtail millet with the tofu. So we are
All right.
combining the complex carb, fibers and protein also. So I've just
Lovely.
adjust the camera.
Yes.
Okay, this is fine.
Perfect.
Yeah, cool. So people aware about the foxtail millet. This is the foxtail millet. उसको प्रॉपर भिगाना है और जैसे राइस बॉईल करते हैं वैसे ही बॉईल करना है और बॉईल होने के बाद दिस इज द कंसिस्टेंसी, दिस इज द वे जैसे चावल करते हैं ना सेम वही कंसिस्टेंसी में। पर आई विल सजेस्ट इफ पॉसिबल आपके घर पे वेजिटेबल स्टोक पड़ा हो तो वेजिटेबल स्टोक में उसको बॉईल कीजिए तो उसकी न्यूट्री वैल्यू और बढ़ जाएगी। सो ऑफ कोर्स
So remember, people, that we need to soak the millet first. It's important to soak at least for 2 to 4 hours, so that because millets are very rich in fiber, and because the property of fiber is that it needs to swell up. Otherwise, it will create constipation or gas. So that is the reason why Krupa is suggesting us to soak the millet and then cook it. And the consistency, the form would be more like rice, right? Right,
yes,
Krupa?
perfect. Yes,
Yes.
yes, perfect. Okay, so for the foxtail millet we need little bit of oil. Here we are doing healthy recipe, so I will not suggest you for any Ajinomoto at all. Without Ajinomoto also we can have, like, we can finish the Chinese fried rice. So ye tel garam hua, we'll put a little bit of garlic and ginger. Then thoda sa green chili. And we'll saute for a few seconds. Water. Then we'll add soy sauce, chili sauce, this is the veggies. ये मैंने steam veggies लिए है. You can take the कच्चा raw veggies also. Veggies जो भी आपके freeze में available हो. It's not necessary you have to purchase fancy vegetables. Carrot है, French beans है, and the baby corn is there. Mix it properly.
So you could take raw vegetables or you could take any kind of vegetables. Vegetables, there is no restriction.
Mostly for Chinese fried rice में spring onions, garlic, carrots, वो सब basic होता ही है. So this is the onion. मैंने tofu भी ऐड कर दिया है. Now we'll add this boiled foxtail millet. आप लोगों ने नोटिस किया होगा कि मैंने अभी तक सोल्ट नहीं डाला है. सोया सॉस और चिली सॉस में सोल्ट अवेलेबल होता ही है. तो व्हेनेवर यू यूज सोया सॉस और चिली सॉस, मेक श्योर कि आप जो भी नमक डालो वो बहुत संभल के थोड़ा सा डालो, ज्यादा मत डालना.
So you can totally skip soy sauce or chili sauce if you don't like. Usually in Chinese preparation, there is added soy sauce and chili sauce, but you can definitely skip it and add normal salt and chilies in that, or chili flakes in that, this is absolutely optional. People who have high blood pressure should avoid adding soy sauce or chili sauce or any kind of sauces. Okay, so it is absolutely your choice to add that. You can just add salt and little lemon juice, which is also fine.
And last में we put apple cider vinegar. Just
again in Chinese preparation, there these things are added, but if you want to avoid, you can completely avoid and add lemon. Lemon will make it more nutritious. It will add to vitamin C, and of course, you will have a chemical-free diet as well. Though apple cider vinegar is a fermented, yeah, it's a fermented thing. So yes, wow, lovely. It looks yum.
Yeah. And आप यहाँ पे होने, otherwise the aroma is amazing. This is a 1/4 meal. यहाँ पे फोक्सटेल है, उसकी न्यूट्रिशन वैल्यू अभी वर्तिका ने आपको शेयर की. बहुत सारे वेजीज है एंड टोफू भी है.
Yeah, so this is actually a complete meal and it can be cooked very, very fast. So even if you're going to office and you want to take it to office, you can definitely take it to your office. Foxtail is very, very rich in fiber and it is high in protein also. So foxtail actually has 8% fiber and it has 12% protein. So good, you know, if you mix it with tofu or paneer. So this is a pure vegan recipe. But if you want to add paneer, you can definitely add paneer. You can add boiled dal to it also. You know, the moong and chana, you can add sprouts to it. You can experiment. You can have as much fun as with this foxtail. There is absolutely no restrictions to it. Okay, now there is a very important thing that I want to tell you. Yes, Gayatri, we'll come to this as well. So yes, we will come to this. Yes. Okay, so foxtail के लिए एक बहुत ही important चीज ये है कि you know foxtail helps in your nervous system, the activity of nervous system. So people who have Parkinson's disease, it's great for them. People who have epilepsy, it's great for them. It actually cleanses your entire nerves, the neurons. It also cleanses your lungs. So it is great for asthma, people suffering from asthma, people who have seizures, you know. बुखार के बाद जिनको सीज, it is great actually. If you have fever also, it can be easily consumed. It is good for liver. So people who have issues with liver, liver cirrhosis, fatty liver, or even cancer of liver, this is a great millet to consume. Now, a fun fact about millets. See, remember every small millet, these 5 millets we spoke about, right? Foxtail, brown top, barnyard, kodo, and little millet. These 5 millets we spoke about. Remember never to mix the millets. Okay, mix kiye hue millets, they will do gadbad in your system, because see, understand, one millet has property to cleanse your nervous system, other millet has property to cleanse your bone marrow. Okay, say kodo millet has property to clean your bone marrow and kidney. Okay, now if you mix it, you will have a small amount of one millet. So now small amount will not be able to do the job, right? So you are not able to utilize property of any millet then. So it's better that you eat one millet for at least 2 days so that they work. See, in our digestive system, whatever you consume, it takes around 24 hours to get out of the system. So whatever millet you are consuming, try and consume for at least 2 to 3 days so that it actually circulates and makes movement in your entire system, and then it is going to work better. Okay, now talking about other food groups. Okay, again, it is a very, very big topic, but I'll just give you a brief idea about it. See, when we are talking about holistic health, okay, not single grain is beneficial for us. We are made up of so many elements. We have proteins and carbs and fats and vitamins and minerals. One grain has one benefit, other grain has other benefit. So it has to be a combined or a combination. For example, if you consume, say, sama, okay, you need to add some vegetables, you need to add some dal to it or a protein source to it so that it becomes a complete meal. Okay, so remember, if you make your plate, when we talk about making a plate, one portion of cereal, which is your millet, then one portion sabzi, a katori full of say sabzi, then a katori full of a protein source, which could be dal or paneer or tofu, and one portion of raw vegetable. Okay, along with that, little bit of fat is important because these millets are rich in fiber, and fiber needs lubrications in your intestines. So if you're not consuming fat, if you're not consuming enough fat, then the fiber will not be able to pass through your stomach. And that is the reason why a lot of people feel heavy after consuming millets, because they are on their perpetual diet where they're not going to add ghee, or they're not going to add oil, or they're not going to add seeds to their diet. And that is the reason why they suffer from constipation after consuming millets. So with millet, fat is important. With millet, water is important. Over to you, Krupa, for
So
next
now
one.
we see the second recipe. It's a millet moong dal peti, and it will make from the kodo millet. Kodo millet is the tiniest millet. See, tiniest. So the way she explained the mini. तो
Yeah.
हमको कोडो मिलेट के लिए पेटी बनानी है, उसको कोडो मिलेट को बॉईल करना है, और सी ये सब मशी हो जाएगा, like a
So
khichdi.
kodo millet is more like khichdi.
Yeah.
Yeah, kodo
It's like
is
a
more
khichdi.
like khichdi. Sama is more like khichdi.
Yes.
While fox millet, the foxtail millet that we just
Yes.
saw, it's more chutta. It's more like
Ah.
rice consistency.
True. True. So we'll make the कोडो मिलेट से पेटी, उसके साथ हम लोग मूंग दाल डालेंगे, बहुत सारे वेजीज, और जो अपनी किचन की पेंट्री में अवेलेबल मसाले हैं वही यूज करने वाले हैं. सो मैं थोड़ा कैमरा नीचे करती हूँ, ठीक? Is it fine? Perfect?
Yes, we can see it.
Great. चलो, so this is a boiled कोडो millet. This is the parboiled sprouted मूंग. उसको प्रॉपरली पार बॉइल करना है और छन्नी से छान लेना है, पानी नहीं रहना चाहिए. इनकेस पानी रह भी गया, देन मैं दिखाती हूँ कि क्या कर सकते हैं हम. देन दिस इज द स्टीम वेजीज, अगेन वॉट एवर योर चॉइस, जो भी घर में अवेलेबल हो. देन विल टेक दिस लिटिल बिट ऑफ फ्लैक्स सीड्स मैंने इसमें लिया है.
So it's flaxseed powdered and roasted?
No, it's normal.
अच्छा, normal flaxseed powdered.
ठीक है.
Okay.
फिर अदरक और ग्रीन चिली, आमचूर, नमक. अभी इस सबको हम है ना मिक्स करते हैं. देखो, दिस इज द वे यू शुड हैव टू, थोड़ा हाथ से ही काम करना पड़ेगा इसके साथ.
Nice.
और our millet patty is ready. Now you feel कि ये बहुत लूज हो रहा है, so what we'll do, इसमें थोड़ा सा बेसन पाउडर, रोस्टेड ग्राम फ्लावर, थोड़ा सा फॉर द बाइंडिंग हम मिला सकते हैं.
Okay.
सी, थोड़ा सा मैंने 1 टीस्पून ही लिया है, ज्यादा नहीं लिया है.
It's a little sticky in consistency. So see how you are working around. See, क्योंकि कभी पानी ज्यादा हो जाता है, कभी कम हो जाता है. Especially when we are working in a
कभी है ना,
kitchen.
कोडो मिलेट पे कितना आप बॉईल कर रहे हो, कितनी देर भिगाते हो, उस पे भी वर्क करता है. पिंकी, ट्रे दे नीचे तो.
All right. So meanwhile, I'll answer your question, Supriya. Best way to consume flax seeds. Can we eat it raw? Actually, Supriya, there are certain say you can say nutrients which fight with the absorption. Okay, if you are eating it raw. So it's best to cook flax seeds. So how do you cook flax seeds? Okay, you just roast it gently. Halka sa roast you have to do. You don't have to do a lot of roasting of flax seeds. Just roast it little. No, Sama and Kodo is different, by the way. Okay, so you roast it different, little bit, and then you can add a little salt to it, or if you don't want to add salt to it, it's fine. But gently roasted flax seeds are best to consume because the anti-nutrition factors are destroyed with cooking, and that's the reason why we cook our food. Okay, now what you can also do is gently roast and powder it and keep it in an airtight dabba. Now when you're keeping it in an airtight dabba, make sure that you are storing it at a cool, dry place, and finish the powder within a week. Okay, because it has omega-3 fatty acids. Now these fatty acids are antioxidant nature. That means they combat the free radicals, right? And when they are combating the free radicals, they are also likely to be attacked by free radicals. Okay, so in order to save this property of themselves, okay, you need to be consuming. If you're powdering it, consume it fast. If you're not powdering it, if you're just roasting and keeping it in an airtight container, then you can consume it till 1 month also. Remember to store it at a cool, dry place. Okay, and Namrata, Sama and Kodo is different. Sama is barnyard millet. Kodo is Kodo millet. Kodo is a different. So what she cooked right now was Kodo millet. Barnyard is different. Okay, now fun facts about Kodo. Okay, yes, Krupa, you're back. Okay.
Okay. So after मैंने वो bake करने रखा है, you can do pan fry also. जल्दी जल्दी करना है, pan fry में भी कर सकते हैं, but we don't recommend it more oil. So मैंने वो OTG में bake के लिए रखा है, तो 10-15 मिनट में हो जाएगा.
So what you can do is brush it with little oil and put it in an oven, or you could pan fry it also. Pan fry with little oil on a non-stick ware, it is also fine. Kodo is called Kodo only in Hindi. Yeah, Kusum. Kodo is called Kodo only in Hindi. It's Kodo. I'll just type all the names. Foxtail, which is Kangani.
Pinky.
Then Murat, which is brown top. Yes, Kirti, thyroid people can eat millet. In fact, it is great. Yes, Sama is also very, very beneficial. Kirti, for thyroid especially, it is great. Millets are great to consume. Okay, I'll come to thyroid as well, but first let me tell you the benefits of Kodo. Now, Kodo is basically very good for children as well. You can give it to them. It has antioxidant property. It is great for people who may get cancer, because if it runs in your family, if your mother or your father or your sibling has got cancer, then it is great for cancer prevention. It purifies your bone marrow. It purifies your kidney. So it is very good for your entire system. It can also be consumed as a pre-workout snack. So these cutlets that she has created, right? You can consume it as a pre-workout snack. They're great for joint health. It is great for dealing with osteoporosis. Paste of this millet can be applied on so for example, if you've got swelling on your legs, okay, you can actually apply it on your knee and everywhere, and wherever there is swelling. Local application is also very, very helpful. Also, it is good for sexually transmitted disease. It is good for acidity. It is also good for infertility. So in male and female, if there is low sperm count or low egg quality, or if they have PCOD, PCOS, it is very good millet to consume. Yes, Krupa.
Okay. अभी पेटी के साथ कुछ डीप तो चाहिए.
100%.
100%. और बीटरूट लोग सैंडविच और सिंपल सलाद के बाद बीटरूट कहाँ खाते हैं? कहीं नहीं. बट बीटरूट में क्या है, यू नो वेरी वेल बतेगा. ओके, तो आज हम वही अंडररेटेड फ्रूट जो वेजिटेबल है उसका डीप बनाएंगे. तो सबसे पहले जो हम लोग बीटरूट बॉईल करते हैं प्रेशर कुकर में, वो
You know
डाल
why
दिया
beetroot should be boiled? Because then it becomes your beetroot, boiled beetroot actually has nitrites, which will help you in your lung health as well, because it's a vasodilator. So cooked beetroot is again good to consume. Yes, Krupa.
सो दिस इज द बॉइल्ड बीटरूट और हम लोग उसको मिक्सी में डालेंगे। फिर उसके लिए मैंने लिया है रोस्टेड बादाम। हल्का सा हम बादाम को रोस्ट करते हैं और उसके अंदर डाला 4 से 5। फिर ऑफ कोर्स नमक, गार्लिक, लेमन, थोड़ा सा पानी एंड लिटिल बिट roasted ground flour, little bit, pinch. और लेमन जूस। 1 second.
Okay, so before until Kripa comes back, for people who have thyroid disorder, so what you could do is you could have a combination of these millets, kodo millets for 2 days, little millet for 2 days. I repeat, kodo millets. So I'm talking about your 7-day routine. Okay, 2 days. First 2 days have kodo millet. Next 2 days you have little millet. Then brown top millet for 1 day, foxtail millet for 1 day, and barnyard millet for 1 day, and keep repeating this and see how it gets benefited, how your entire system is benefited. So all these millets are great for you. Okay, we have Rupa back here.
Okay, so I really like little spicy, so I put red chili flakes in this and lemon juice. That's all. हम उसको मिक्सी में ब्लेंड करेंगे एंड वेट फॉर 30 सेकेंड। देखो ये कैसा ब्लेंड करके उसका कलर कैसा आता है। ठीक है पिंकी?
All right, fun fact about millets again. Okay, you know, there are two benefits with millets. One is agricultural, so it is great for our environment, and that's the reason why even UN is supporting. Millets can be grown in any soil, lal, kala, pila, dry, any soil. The only condition that is there for millets is that it should not be grown in a place where there is waterlogging. Okay, it needs very less water. It doesn't need pesticide at all, and it can grow anywhere. Okay, so that's the best quality about millet, and that's the reason why in rural areas where there was no transportation, people still consume millets because they don't have enough facilities there. So they are growing their own millet, they are consuming their own millet, and India is one of the largest producer of millet as well. Share the recipe of this beetroot, Krupa. Okay, she's coming. And again, another benefit of the millet is that it is free from gluten. So आपको कोई भी तकलीफ नहीं हो सकती है इससे. The beetroot dip. Yes, Dharini. Krupa will come, and again, she's just gone to grind. Krupa, can you please repeat the ingredients of this dip, please? Okay, I can't hear you. You're not audible. No, you're not audible. Now you're
fine.
audible.
Boiled beetroot, pinch of roasted gram flour, garlic, lemon juice, salt, and 5 to 6 almond. You can use walnut also.
Yeah. So any kind of nut, walnut or almond is fine.
But roasted.
Roasted, gently roasted. And see, roasted gives a nice aroma and also removes the anti-nutrition factor. So it's better to use roasted nuts.
So see the color of the beetroot tea.
Lovely. Nice and pink.
So you can use in many like sandwiches, dips, with the wafer. So you can use crackers के साथ, fruits के साथ.
I'll repeat again. In beetroot dip, she added lemon juice, chili flakes, boiled beetroot, walnuts or almonds, roasted ones, and little bit of gram flour, roasted gram flour. Amazing.
See the color. And it's really yum.
And you added little garlic also? Oh, it's falling.
Yes. No, it's
little garlic also, right?
Yeah. So we almost finished two recipes. Now everyone's favorite.
Yes, let's go for a dessert.
Yes. So for
Let's go
that,
for it. All right. So what you need to do is when we are talking about millets, as we discussed earlier, also mix it with your cereal. Mix your cereal. So millet will do the job of cereal. You have to mix it with your dal and vegetable. And remember to add fat to your diet. Please, fat is not bad. Okay, okay, I like this line. Fat is not bad. Okay. What you could probably do is go for your desi ghee, or you could go for cold pressed oils. And you can use any oil. It should be just cold pressed. So you could use groundnut, til ka tel, whatever is locally available. Everything is fine.
okay, we'll start with the
Yes.
cookies.
Yes, let's start.
Yes, chalo. So it's fine.
Yes, we can see.
So we need this java flour और थोड़ा सा हल्का सा वो रोस्टेड है जवा flour. Okay. Then we require a pinch of baking powder, 1 tablespoon rice flour, 1 teaspoon flaxseed powder, 1/4 cup oil, and chocolate, almond milk.
Yeah, you could use normal milk or almond milk. Anything.
Almond milk, yeah. 1 second. Pinky?
Chopped chocolate she is added. Okay, to answer your question, I have one question in my chat box also. What is the good food in pregnancy initial month, and what should be done to avoid gastric problem? Jawar or jaw will not create acidity? Not at all. See, jawar or jaw jo hai, that is, jaw is barley, that is different. Jawar is different. Now, jawar is a very cooling kind of a millet. Also, as I said, it is a major millet. It is not a millet. मतलब छोटा नहीं है. It's not a lagu. It is a major millet. Now remember, neutral millets don't cause any harm to you. They are absolutely safe to consume anytime. Okay, it's just that you will not get benefit. You will not get any side effects. Okay, these are neutral millets. When we're talking about benefits, these small millets, what we are talking about, they are beneficial. Okay, when we're talking about no benefit, no loss, jawar, bajra, ragi, they are all okay. Bajra is heaty in nature, so that's why it is advised to have it in winters. Ragi is cooling. Again, it is more eaten in South India. Jawar is more eaten in North India, and it is again cooling in nature, which is fine. No problem. Okay, you can definitely consume it during pregnancy. Now okay, yes, we have Krupa back. We'll address this hormonal imbalance as well.
Okay, so again, I'm repeating this cookies recipe: jawar flour, pinch of baking soda, 1 tablespoon rice flour, 1/4 cup oil, and 1/4 cup, थोड़ा सा ज्यादा, 1/4 cup से brown sugar, coconut sugar, or a jaggery. Whatever convenient for you, you can take it. And 2 to 3 tablespoon depends on your jawar flour कि उसमें कितना दूध जाता है, because each and every jawar flour वो different होता है, उसकी consistency different होती है. ये अच्छे से mix कर लिया हम लोगों ने तेल के साथ. मैंने यहाँ पे कोकोनट शुगर यूज किया है, और जो चॉकलेट्स है वो 55% डार्क वीगन चॉकलेट्स है. Okay, see.
Again, the choice is yours. You could play with the ingredients. You could, instead of jawar, you could always use other kind of millet. Baking soda is required so that you get the fluffy nature of the cookie, little crispy, and it's a little
So we
fluffy.
use this is almond milk.
Okay.
2 tablespoon डाल के देखते हैं वो बाइंडिंग हो रहा है या नहीं, otherwise we'll add more.
Okay,
So
one fun fact about this almond milk and these nut milk and these, millet milk. Always remember, do not boil them directly on the gas. Okay,
True.
you need to make a double boiler. तो एक कढ़ाई में पानी रख के उसके ऊपर you have to keep it, so that because they have highly volatile kind of nutrients in that, right? Antioxidant property is very high. So if you put it directly on the flame, it will get destroyed. Yeah, Krupa.
So approximately मैंने 3 tablespoon vegan milk डाला है, plant based milk उसके अंदर. अभी मुझे लग रहा है कि this is the perfect consistency. So we'll make a rounder, उसका
So it
cookies
should just
बनाएंगे.
bind, right?
Yes,
If it is
yes, yes.
binding well, it is
Yeah.
perfect.
Also depends on flower to flower कि कितना आपका फ्लावर बहुत पुराना है, नया है, फिर भी वो चेंज होता है उसकी मिल्क कंसिस्टेंसी के लिए.
All right.
So, see, as our cookies are getting ready.
All right. Meanwhile, while Krupa prepares cookies, let me answer this question of hormone imbalance. Now, as I said earlier, hormone imbalance, भी हो या कोई भी तकलीफ हो, we have to not stick to one millet. One millet has one property, other millet has other property. Now, talking about hormonal imbalance, see, it is your hormone is maintained from here, your pituitary gland, okay, which is a master gland, and it gives instructions to different other glands of your body. Now, when you are consuming one kind of millet, it will just work on one kind of area, right? And that's the reason why we always advise combination. Now for hormonal imbalance, little millet, write down little millet for 3 days, foxtail millet for 1 day, kodo millet for 1 day, barnyard millet 1 day, and brown top 1 day. So only little millet you consume for 3 days, and rest 4 millets you consume one day each, and again repeat the cycle. Now, hormonal balance is not just because of food. It has to do a lot with your lifestyle. It has to do with your movement. It has to do with the way you sleep, the way you rest, the way you think. So it's ahar, vihar, achar, vichar, and vyavahar. Okay, it's your behavior, it's your sleep, rest, recreation, it is your nutrition, it's your entire lifestyle. Okay, your movement also. So consider connecting with us and work on your health, and not just rely on millets. Yes, you can definitely make idli, dosas, whatever you like with millets. Soak it, grind it, it's ready. Yes, Krupa.
Okay. So we are done with the rounders. अभी उसको टाइम लगेगा 180 पे 12 डिग्री तो मैंने रेडी करके रखा है. See, this is our jawar cookies.
They look nice.
Yes, and this is very crispy. See, and very gooey from inside. Is a perfect outer layer is crispy and under se gooey. Is a perfect.
Yes, Namrata. Yes, lovely. They look lovely. The
Yes,
crispy are
they are yummy.
that's the property of a cookie, right? Crispy from top and little gooey from inside. So
Yes.
lovely. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Krupa. So these are the recipes that we discussed. And
I'll show you I'll send you the picture about all the picture. You can show the. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you, Krupa. Krupa, can we also see the patties?
Yeah, because the patties is going on. We'll give it 2 minutes. I'll come back.
Yes, please. Yes. Yes, you can have both millets and both the meals. Only then it is going to work, right? Because at one time you can't consume more than 30 grams. See, these millets are quite heavy to digest because they are, rich in fiber. And fiber, once you eat it, you will not feel at that moment. But see, remember, the signal from brain to your stomach takes at least 15 minutes to feel full. So after 15 minutes, you'll realize that, okay, you're very, very full. So yes, not more than 30 grams. You will not be able to consume more than that. So little 20 to 30 grams if you have morning and evening, then only it is going to help you fix your health. But remember, not just food, it's about entire lifestyle. And we have another question. Yes, AB, you raised your hand. Any question? You can type it down. There is no open question in the chat box yet. All right. Okay, so that is all about millet movement. And one more thing I want you to pay attention to. Now, we have been speaking about fiber. See, these millets, all of these millets have very low glycemic index, okay? And that is the reason why the sugar which is released in your blood after consuming these millets, okay, is very slow. It is like, slowly pumping sugar in your blood and slowly releasing it in your blood. Now, when you consume millets, your blood sugar levels are likely to come under control simply because it is not reaching the peak. It is not shooting up. Because remember, that's the law of nature. What goes up fast comes down even faster. So if your sugar is going fast up, it will go down faster. And that is the reason why there are dips and highs and lows and highs and low in your blood sugar levels. So consuming millets will actually regulate your blood sugar levels in a better manner. So if you have pre-diabetes, if you have diabetes, it is great to consume millets. If you have PCOD, insulin resistance, all of these issues that you're going through, okay, it will be very, very helpful in controlling these issues. Now, what happens is when the blood sugar levels are in control, okay, automatically you start losing weight. Okay, because the reason why we gain weight is the insulin is very high in our body. Now when we eat things with very high glycemic index, okay, the sugar shoots up. Now to take the sugar, the insulin also shoots up, right? Because otherwise what will happen? Sugar will not be absorbed, right? It will circulate in the body. So that now the job of insulin is to take the sugar and deposit to the cell. And when there is a lot of sugar in your blood and a lot of sugar in your cells, it will start converting to fat. And when there will be conversion of fat, obviously you will gain weight, right? You may look lean, but your visceral fat, your fat on the organs would increase. So that is the reason why millets consumption can also help in reducing your weight, because ultimately the insulin level will go down. Yes, Dharini, we'll address that as well. Okay, the insulin level will be going down and automatically your sugar levels will be coming high. Okay, so coming to question of Nibha, quinoa can be consumed every day. You can consume quinoa. There's nothing wrong in that. Only thing is it's expensive. So up to you. It is not local to us. It is, what Western medicine has done is they like to promote what they grow in abundance. Okay, and we have not been the ones who can do this. I did a course from US and I realized that after spending 5 lakhs, it is the same thing that I have been learning in my yoga philosophy. But the way they market things is very different. And they have again said quinoa is a superfood, but we have superfoods with us as well. Quinoa is definitely expensive one. If we want to be easy on our pockets, and then definitely you can go for millets as well. No problem with quinoa though. Yes. Okay. So the cutlets are here and I want to eat them. Lovely. They look.
So this is a perfect patty. See. So this patty also a combination of the one pot meal, like a moong is there, millets are there,
Vegetables
so
are there.
veggies, and of course the beef fruity.
Yeah. So everything is there. All right. Thank you so much, Krupa.
Thank you so much for
Thank you.
calling me. Bye. Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you. Bye-bye. All right. So I'll answer question of Dharini. You have been consuming millet for last 5 months and you didn't see any weight loss. What may be the cause? Okay. So Dharini, weight loss, first of all, is a very, very wide topic. Weight loss doesn't happen just with food. After a particular time, your metabolism get adjusted to the caloric intake. Weight loss is more about calorie in, calorie out. Weight loss has to be, when you're on a weight loss program, you have to be working out regularly. Okay, because calorie in, calorie out wala philosophy chalta hai idhar aur kuch nahi chalta hai. Also, because you have been consuming millets, you must have seen other benefits. If weight loss is a very, the cleansing process is a very internal process. Weight loss is a very external process. Okay, so when I say it can help in weight loss, it doesn't mean that it is the only thing that will create weight loss in your routine, in your body. There are other things, other factors that need to be considered when we are talking about weight loss. A very important fact when we talk about weight loss is your sleep. Is it bang on or not? Yes, Namrata, no problem. 2 days every millet and you are set. You are set. Any other questions? Can millets help control? Yes, millets are actually rich in iron, so they can help in controlling hair fall as well. When we spoke about foxtail millet, okay, they are also rich in protein. Again, hair fall के बहुत सारे कारण होते हैं. There are a lot of reasons for hair fall. It could be again stress, it could be lack of sleep, it could be hormone disorder, it could be nutrient deficiency, it could be also if you are doing intermittent fasting without taking care of your portions, without taking care of your meals. I have seen a lot of people going through hormonal disorders and intermittent fast and hair fall because of intermittent fasting. And if there has been a rapid weight loss, also there is hair fall. See, your body is a combination of all the nutrients. Okay, so we will not claim that yes, millets will help you to fight hair fall. It will definitely contribute to fight hair fall, but it is a holistic process. It is a combination of different activities that you do. We need to understand that before we just make any kind of vague claims. It is not right for me to do that. Any other question? All right. If there are no questions, then do consider, Ramajanam, do consider consuming multivitamins as well. If you're having hair fall, it can actually help you. Multivitamins can help you deal with that as well. Urad or ragi papad is good for health. Hardik, ragi papad, now if they're made at home, it's a different thing altogether. Outside, you need to check the label, what goes in that. Now, talking about urad, urad is a pulse, it's a dal. Papads were made because, again, we needed to preserve the food because of the food spoilage. That was the culture behind it. If you have high blood pressure, avoid having papad. Yes, you're right. It's heavy to digest. Should be eaten in winter, depending upon where you stay. It all depends on that. You're correct, Namrata. But see, again, urad needs to be soaked because it also causes a lot of flatulence. Okay. I'll answer that, Dharini, as well. So it causes a lot of flatulence. So see how your body is taking it. See, for some people it really works wonderfully. For some people it doesn't. We are all bio individuals as well. So whatever advice I have given you so far, understand your body and then consume. It's all about consuming, seeing if it is suiting your system or not. If you're not feeling good after consuming it, you should stop consuming it. Okay. You don't have to punish yourself by keep on consuming these items again and again, and if it is not working out for your system. Okay, now to check the quality of millet while buying, will they polish millet as well? They do, actually, sadly they do. So बहुत सुंदर दिख रहा है, बहुत चमकदार दिख रहा है. Do not. Actually, so far the Food and Drug Administration has not worked on it. Just go for a trusted vendor who can tell you and who can give you a better quality millet. They do polish millet if it is very shiny in nature, and then definitely you need to see. There are a lot of people who are dealing with millets, and I will pass on the contacts to Group Ekta if she can pass on to you, and you need to okay. I don't know how to show you that right now. I don't have them, but yes, what I can definitely do is I can share a PDF, Harshita, with, again, I don't know, I can share it here, I don't know, but I do have a PDF which has information. Ekta, I have a lot of information about them. And you can see these books on Amazon as well. You can find that book on Amazon as well. You can read more about it and then find out that, these millets, because identifying online could be difficult. I mean, how do I do that? But yeah, Harshita, I would love to probably meet you in person and share the Yes, I can show images. I can. Let me just try. Let me just
No
try
worries,
doing.
Vartika. What we can do is you can share the information regarding this millets, a document. You can share it with us. We will share it with Harshita over an email so that
Okay.
she has it. Because here in the chat section, there will be no option to share
Yeah,
the
exactly.
document under this particular section.
Yeah. So let me try and show you foxtail millet. I don't know whether it will be visible. This is a foxtail millet. This is how it looks like. Okay. Now, talking about brown top millet, as the name suggests, brown top is brown from top. Okay. Then talking about barnyard, which is Sama, which most people know, this is how barnyard looks like. Kodo is little creamy in nature. So this is how Kodo looks like. These are very, very tiny. See, these grains are super tiny. Little millet is, again, looks like this. They look very similar. Okay. There are people I'll share the contact of the person who gives you authentic kind of millet, and probably you can source it from her. Yeah. Is that okay? All right. Thank you so much. Yes, Sama and Bhagar. Bhagar is different, I believe. Bhagar, I don't know Bhagar. Bhagar मैंने नहीं सुना नाम Bhagar. Sama is different. Sama is usually used in, yeah, okay. Morat. It could be brown top then. Moryu is the brown color one, right? So yeah, it could be brown top. Top से जो brown होता है ना वो. That could be, I think, your Moryu, what you're talking about. Sama is white. It is usually eaten during fast. Most people, when they are consuming it during fast. Sama is a very popular fast food. Conscious food connection. Okay. Yeah, conscious food is a known brand. Everything you're going to find there. That's right. You could trust them. They talk about authentic stuff. So yeah.
So if you have any questions, you can still paste it in a chat box or under the Q&A section. And we have also launched a feedback poll wherein you can just, I request everyone to answer this feedback, to participate in this feedback poll and help us to curate such more sessions.
Rajgira is also a millet. Yeah, it's a big millet, the major one. Yeah. So white one is mushy because it has been polished. Otherwise, brown millet is brown millet only. Kodo is, we have seen, Kodo is mushy, right? So Kodo, the nature of Kodo is mushy. Foxtail is again little this thing, khulla khulla. Yeah. So if you see, if they say that, okay, it's brown millet and it's white in nature, that means it is polished. It has, the fiber has been removed from it. Let me find out the contact of a person that is, thank you so much, Srinivas. Thank you.
If anybody wants to talk to Vartika directly, you can also raise your hand. We will move to the panel and you can have a small chat section with her.
Thank you, Kusum. Thank you so much.
So thank you everyone for being a part of this a virtual workshop for Nutrition Delights. And we hope that you have found the session informative and inspiring. And a very big thank you for Vartika and Chef Kripa for sharing the valuable insight and delicious recipe with us. Vartika, we have one more question under the chat section is, can you suggest more beneficial millet for fatty liver? I think this is a major concern for everyone, a fatty liver,
Yes, we
grade
discussed
1
that
and grade 2.
foxtail. Yeah, we discussed foxtail is a very, very important millet when we talk about fatty liver. See, understand when we talk about all of these things, we need to understand that these diseases are caused because of a lifestyle. So, somewhere you're not eating on time, somewhere you are not sleeping well, somewhere other things are happening, because fatty liver is a spectrum. Again, we don't we cannot say that it is just because of eating wrong food. Again, it is not sleeping well, it is not moving enough. So eat on time, sleep on time. We are actually chasing something unknown, sort of a thing, and sadly falling sick day by day. So, talking about fatty liver, as we discussed, foxtail millets can be very, very helpful in dealing with fatty liver, because it helps in cleansing the system. See, detoxification happens with foxtail millets. If you want to follow a routine, then Banyard millet 2 days, Kodo millet 2 days, brown top 2 days. Okay, then foxtail 1 day and little 1 day. Okay, it does. We have discussed, we just discussed, right, that it is rich in fiber. So all the millets are good. See, none of these millets are going to increase your blood sugar levels, simply because they are rich in fiber, and they help in releasing the insulin slowly, slowly, slowly in your bloodstream. So that is the reason why these millets are proven to be helpful to people with diabetes. But understand one thing, only eating will not help. I have been repeating this again and again. Only eating is not going to help. We have to keep on looking at your movement. We have to keep on also addressing your sleep, your recreation, and all of the other things. All of the other areas are extremely important. I answered your question. I mean, any other question? Anybody? All right, Kusum, thank you. All right, I'll share one number with you. Her name is Tanya. I'll share the number with eating polished will help. No, eating polished will not help, because the fiber is removed. See, all the millets and all the cereals have fiber on top of their layer, on the top layer. Okay, so if you kind of remove the top layer, if you remove the fiber, then automatically the benefit will go away, right? Also, the fiber has uh, benefits. It helps in constipation, regulating blood sugar levels, and a lot other stuff. So polished will not help. By the way, I'm putting the number of the person. I've just got her number, 88794542285. Okay, her name is Tanya, and she deals with millets. She does millet and millet based food. So anybody who is interested in buying millets also from her can buy, or she has ready to eat millets, that can also help. I'll repeat her number: 88794542285. You can connect with her. Okay. Okay, I've written the number. I'll repeat again: 88794542285. That's Tanya. 88794542289. You can give my reference to her. I've told her that anybody from webinar will call. Okay, so you can give my reference to her. Okay, I don't deal with millets myself. I am not a farmer or a dealer of millets, but I have found this person, and her products are vouched by many people. So hence I'm suggesting it to you. All right, thank you very much. Any other questions?
I hope there are no further questions. And if anybody has any further questions or need additional information, they can reach out to Ethica Insurance Broking, and we will be able to support you with your queries and concerns on your journey for wellness and healthy living. So once again, thank you for joining us today, and have a great day and happy cooking with all the recipes that we discussed today.
Thank you so much, everyone. And it was nice interacting. I hope I was able to help everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Sandesh.
Thank you. Thank you, Vartika, once again.
Okay, I'll just put down my number if it is okay. Anybody wants some information or wants to reach out?
Yeah, you may.
All right. You could reach out to me if you're feeling stuck anywhere. Happy to help. Thank you. See you all. Bye-bye.